Ah, the beautiful starfish rims. Let's pop the cap. Oh, oh no. Today I'll fix these up a bit. As you know, the pins always break off. You can see that some idiot has tried to fix this with some other plastic, but today I'll show you the proper way. And I say proper way, but I mean make sure that it fits and it doesn't fall off. I am lucky to have some extra hubcaps, which I can use to solder these pins off and solder them back to the other caps that are actually in better condition in terms of paint. About 6 years ago, I actually completely disassembled these and spray painted them and clear coated them with a 2K clear coat. But as anyone who's ever taken a plastic hubcap off a BBS starfish rim will know, the plastic pins will keep breaking off. That's one off. So in order to get this on, we're going to do two things. There's a bit of a gap and I'm going to fill that with some extra plastic. The caps are ABS plastic, which you can melt with your soldering iron. And this part that I found is also useful. I don't know if it's really ABS, I think so, but it works. And the second thing I'm going to do is use a tiny little bit of, what's this called? Steel wool. And the steel wool acts as a sort of a support inside. Let me show you. First, get some extra plastic. By the way, your house will smell, or wherever you're doing this, better do it outside if you can. So we're going to use this later. I think this should be enough. Let's see if we can get it into shape a little bit so that it fills the gap with the little pin that I got from the other hubcap. Heat this one up a little as well. So, and there we have the basic thing. But it's not very strong right now. I mean, it has sort of the right position and the right height, but it needs to be reinforced with the steel wool. And like this, you can melt it into the plastic. It takes a lot of fiddling, but it does help to reinforce the plastic so that it doesn't snap off again. If you look at it from the side, you can see that the height is a little bit too low. This one's a little bit higher. So I'm actually going to loosen it a little bit and resolder it. So loosen it a little bit like this. Heat it up so that I can lift it. This would be the moment to learn from my mistakes, because that's a lot of heat going deep into the plastic. To the right height, and I have some extra plastic here that I'm going to get inside to fill it up like this. Then I think the height should be all right. Get it like this before I do some more reinforcing on the inside. Good thing about the steel wool, it's sort of flexible. I used to do this with sort of a wire mesh, which also works, but the steel wool is easier to get and it's more flexible in terms of shape, and it stays a little bit more flexible inside the plastic, which is good because you have to get these caps off and push them back into the wheel again, of course. This is quite the heck job, but it seems to hold up. Which is the most important thing for now. The previous repair that I did, because yes, I was the idiot who did this, It's also holding up, so I'm leaving it for now. I did manage to burn through the plastic a little bit, which has damaged the paint that I previously applied, which is also a ruddy shame. But I have some more paint repairs that I need to do on this anyway, so when I clean these and paint them a little bit, then I hope they'll look a lot better on the car, at least better than having no hubcaps on the car. Don't forget these metal rings. So with today's hack job and previous hack jobs combined, this is the result. It looks terrible, but the tabs are on. And I managed to burn through not one, but two caps. So the paint is damaged in these places, but there was paint damage in this one as well, so I'll do some touching up anyway. Cleaned them up and took off the paint where it was bubbling and flaking. Put some plastic primer on. Now we're going to do a little bit of... Oh my goodness, I hope this works out. Painting with the brush was never going to work out, so in the end I spray painted the small spots that I managed to damage in the process and look, well, sort of half decent. This one is particularly nice. Look at the shine on the lion and how nicely I repaired all the pins. I'm just kidding, of course. During filming of this video, I managed to find a brand new one on the internet. And I bought it for reference, but I think I'll probably just stick with the old battered caps to put back on the car. Moment of truth. That's better. So use the tricks I used. Avoid the mistakes I made, and let's keep these beautiful cars on the road.